welcome back to another video, guys. And today I will be playing Hollow Knight. And this video is either if you just like watching YouTube video tutorials, or if you need help getting through the first few sections of the game. Now, there may be some spoilers for all those who haven't played Hollow Knight yet, so if you haven't, you should definitely go and check it out. It's on Steam, and you can play it. So, I'm going to be showing you the first two areas, King's Pass and Dirtmouth. So, when you enter the game, there's a cutscene, and then you fall down here, which is where you take a hard fall, which is when you fall from a tall distance, but since there's no fall damage in this game, it's just a hard fall. And when you gain control of the knight, there's two ways to go. You can either go left, or you can go right. The way to the left is a hidden room with a Geo Rock. Geo is the currency in this game, so if you're having trouble getting it, you should slash these things when you find them. And so that gives me 15 Geo. Up there is an important tunnel upwards into another place in the game, which I'll discuss in a few videos. But if you then travel right, you'll find a wall, which you can slash down. And then you encounter this guy. This guy's an enemy. He damages you. So you can hit him, or you can just jump over him. But anyways, this continues. And eventually you reach this open room. Down here is another one of these guys. And another Geo Rock, which is useful. But up here, there's an opening that we can't get through, which leads to one of the most important things in this first area. So then if we travel up here, we find this guy, this thing. And this basically tells you, hey, you can heal using the soul that you get from striking enemies. So you basically hit enemies, and then you can use the thing in the top left, the white meter. You can use that to focus and heal. So then if we continue onwards, we meet this guy. This guy is a Vengefly. When you get close enough, he follows you, flying. If you get at the same level as him, you can just slash him, and he dies. Past this wall is another Vengefly, and another Geo Rock. If you notice anything strange about the stalactites above me, then that is something that can damage you. It's a falling stalactite. And spikes, pretty self-explanatory. If you fall into them, you die. Once again, there's another one of those falling things. Now, cool thing about those falling things, falling stalactites, they can kill enemies. So that is useful later on if you're trying to do things fast. This is lifeblood. Slashing it down will release these little babies that constantly run away from you. But if you slash them down, you gain extra masks or lives that are temporary. Another one of these guys, and I'll touch with lifeblood a little bit later. But slashing down this wall, you find this, the only thing in the game that knocks you down. Now normally that would be a hard fall, but I did some weird stuff, and it's not a hard fall anymore. But up here, if you stay to the left, and then you hug the left wall as you're going down, you can get that Geo Rock, which I wasn't able to. This is some platforming above spikes with falling stalactites. You can up slash, you can slash upwards to spikes by looking up and then slashing. So you can destroy those. And then up there is the way out of King's Pass, but over here is Georock. Not only that, if you use the spikes and you jump, move right, look down, and slash, this happens. And if you slash at a constant rate, you can nail jump the spikes and gain height from them. But jumping down here, we have another thing. It's just lore. And then in here is a charm. Fury of the Fallen. It's the only percentage of the game that's inside King's Pass. But continuing on. By the way, you can if you jump off this, you can nail jump this. I'm gonna call down slashing something, gain momentum, or height down slashing, or nail jumping, sorry. If you jump off this platform and then nail jump this, you'll gain just enough height to get up to the sledge, if you're just trying to do things fast. And same with this birdie, you can like manipulate it and then nail jump the birdie. And that also pushes you upwards to gain height into the next platforms. So I'm gonna get this. Normally Geo isn't that tough to get, especially if you use especially if you know exactly where all the Geo is, but we don't know that yet. So continuing up here, there's a breakable thing, which if you can up slash that, down slash, it doesn't matter. Then there's another more thing here, and it basically tells you, hey, this is Hollow Nest. Then there's a gate that you need, that it takes 13 slashes exactly to break down. After that happens, we are now out of King's Pass and into the next area, Dirtmouth. Now, since you don't take any fall damage, no reason to be worried about this. This is just a hard fall, and then to the left, there's just a wall. You can't climb back up. Don't worry, it's not. We didn't leave anything in King's Pass. So then, coming up here, there's a thing where you're. It's Dirtmouth, the fading town, and when you're walking up to Dirtmouth, your walking is slower. So if you want to speed that up, you can just press and hold your jump button, and then there's this guy. This guy's Elderbug. And he basically says that this was once a lively town, but they all headed down into the caverns below. And wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. We do. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. So, it is true. I'll release a lore video a few videos later, but that's for another time. This is a bench. It replenishes your masks, and normally I would sit in it. In fact, I will. But beware, sitting in benches gets rid of all lifeblood. So if you have excess lifeblood like I do, of course, sitting at benches saves your progress. So if you die, you're respawned back at the previous bench you sat at, which is great if you die a lot. I'm gonna sit in it anyway, because sitting in benches is the only way to equip charms. To equip a charm, you just press your inventory button, and then there's inventory and charms. I only have one charm, and it costs 2 notches, which I have 3 of. See how 2 of the notches light up when I put the charm on? So that means I have 1 charm notch left. And you can there's a thing called overcharming when you put on too many charms that you have notches for. So let's say I wanted to put on another 2-notch cost charm, that would push me over, and it allows that, but the consequences of that are that you take double damage, which isn't good if you don't know what you're doing. So the rest of Dirtmouth is pretty easy. There's a for all your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon a Zelda and Cornifer. So a Zelda and Cornifer are basically like how you get like all your maps, but other like it's pretty much only for new players. I mean, I've been playing this game for a while, so I pretty much have a map in my head. But this is the Stag Station. It's closed right now. Then there's also, this opens up by rescuing someone inside Fungal Wastes, which is a later area. This also opens up after saving someone else. So basically, Dirtmouth is where you're gonna get all your resources, useful upgrades, useful items, your maps. You can get extra lives from Dirtmouth, like more soul. But anyways, that's pretty much it for Dirtmouth. If you continue on right, there's a little thing in the cliffs that has a simple lock, which you can open with a simple key that you get from rescuing one of the travelers. He sells you things after that, and then you can buy a simple key off him for 950 Geo, and then use that to unlock that. The place over there is where Confessor Gigi lives, and Confessor Gigi is basically if you don't think you can get back to your shade, you can pay Professor Gigi to summon it to you, and then you can kill it from there. But anyway, that's it for Dirtmouth and King's Pass. Down here is Forgotten Crossroads, which is one of the most major places in the game. But that's for a later video. For now, that's everything, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you next time.